Yo! Have you guys heard about this situation in California with Bibi Harjit Kaur? She's a 72-year-old grandma who was picked up by ICE while she was doing one of her ICE check-ins. So she's been living in California or in the United States since 1992. And then for the last 13 years, she's been going to these check-ins, and I'm not really sure what they do at these check-ins. I think it's just to say, hey, I'm still in this country and we're still working it out. I'm still working a job and all that. But whatever, she's been doing these check-ins. And at her last check-in a few weeks ago, she got picked up by ICE and they're like, yeah, no, policies have changed. Get in the back. Took her down and didn't treat her too nicely. Her lawyer, Deepak Ahluwalia, he posted this video talking about how he finally had a chance to talk with her, how hard it is for him to get in touch with her and talk with his client, and just the mess of and how kind of inhumane her treatment was. She's a 70-year-old, two-old grandma, bad knees, tossed in the back, and then, the jail cell that she was, it's like this 72 hours, 3-4 days of just complete, it wasn't nice. And a lot of people, I'm reading these comments and they're like, hey man, it's her fault, they didn't get her paperwork sorted out, this, that, sorry, but not sorry. At some point, though, I feel like there has to be some sort of compassionate grounds. If you've been in the country for 30 years, where they're just like, look, yeah, you don't pose a risk to society, you've been contributing, your family's all here, all right, this is what you got to do, and kind of do it. And people are saying, hey, there is paperwork, you're just not doing the right paperwork, and I don't understand that part, so I won't pretend, because I'm not no immigration lawyer, and I don't understand the intricacies of the U.S. immigration system. But this whole thing that with ICE has really been disturbing, because we've all been hearing about situations where families have been being ripped apart, and similar situations for other communities, right? Particularly Mexicans. And I think a lot of Punjabis and a lot of Sikhs at one point, especially a lot of the ones who, support Trump and support the conservative ideals, they're just like, yeah, listen, if you don't do it the right way, you got to go. But then when it affects their own community, they're just like, oh. And I feel like that's one of the main problems I have with politics these days, is a lot of times we see things and we see situations and we think, hey, that affects them, not us. So we vote for what affects us without saying, hey, this could affect us, which is super hypocritical, and it shouldn't have to be that way, that, you only care about a situation when it affects you. But I guess that's just one of the fallacies of also being human, is you only you get so caught up in what's best for me, not what's best for my community, what's best for the greater community. And, after they get rid of the Mexicans, what, you think the Punjabis aren't on the line? Like, you look at Canada, everyone say, you read any comment, it's deport, deport, deport. Even Punjabis now are saying, hey, we want to vote for the party that's anti-immigration and deports everyone. Not realizing that the people who want to deport everyone, they see your dumbasses being pretty much the same. So, I don't know, it's this weird hypocrisy that I find just exists within society, man, and it's sad. And I hope Bibi Harjit Kaur and her family get this stuff sorted out. I hope the community can rally around her. People are like, well, it's not so bad, she'll get sent back to India. Her entire family's here for the last 30 years. What's she gonna go do there? She probably doesn't even have a house there. I don't know, it's a messed up situation, man. But hey, I guess this is why you got to pay attention to politics and be careful who you vote for. Anyways, till the next one. Peace.